Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Punisher on a Sunday. Uh, let's hope this one isn't a soup sandwich like the last one. But we're here. We have a connection. We've got dozens of people on the line. Well, two. And let me start going down the list and see what we got going on here. AQ, good evening, Punisher. A couple from AQ. Tina sending loving wishes to the Punisher and team. Heather says, can't wait for this one. Another one says, agree. Susan says, God's blessings, Punisher. And then we have some Operation Hammer stuff. We had some this and that. I Loves Chicken says, unable to make it. I'll have to watch the rerun. Hope you have a good time tonight then. Tracy Wu says, nice Gemcom bombs, Tina. Huh? Speaking of gems, they have arrested a couple of those people who thieved from that museum here a few days ago in Paris. They got him. One of them they got right before he was getting ready to board an airliner and get on out of Dodge. Now, whether they get the jewels will be another story. But when two people know when more than one person knows anything, they will crack. And they've got two people, their mouths will start yapping pretty quick because they'll be threatened with jail for the rest of their living life. Won't that be funny? All right, so let's hope they catch them and get the jewels before they cut them up. Let's hope they didn't cut them up yet. I don't even know how the hell you would sell jewels like that. Jesus. It's crazy. Moab, yes, the mother of all bombs, says Jason. Mm-hmm. Let's get this Sunday party started, says John Wood. I'm coming out, so we better get this party started. On a Saturday night. Now it's Sunday. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play that fiddle on. The Punisher. Happy Sunday, Punisher. A lot of well wishes. Marjorie Cook. Hello, my Punisher family, she says. Hello, Margie. And I assume Brian. Hello, Punisher. Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. And, oh, wow, they caught him. Yep, Tracy Wu. Yes, they did. We have some friendly back and forths from Carol. Hey, Margie, welcome. Mm-hmm. I love your energy, Punisher, says Tina Elkins. And thank you. Thank you very much. I am loaded with energy. Yep, I've that big Punisher energy. I see Trump put another 10% tariffs on Canada. Well, guess what Canada did? To my Canadian friends, guess what Canada did? Sliced and diced. When you slice and dice and make something misrepresent something, and I'm speaking of actual footage and audio from President Reagan. Well, when you take my words and you mix them up like that and make them look like I was anti-tariff and anti-Trump, you are wrong. Don't do it. Don't make me say, like George Bush, don't do it. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. But see, you never really noticed it, but A certain somebody sounds kind of like me, President Reagan here. I was with uh, hmm, Nancy. There we go. I was getting senile towards the end, so I didn't always remember her name. But my voice does have a certain resemblance to Clint Eastwood. If you just change it out and drag it out a little bit, go ahead, make my day. There you go, Ronnie Reagan. Whoa, that hurts. Let me soften up the palate here with some 1776, ladies and gents. Well, everybody, I don't know. Not everybody knew. Not everybody's heard my Ronald Reagan. Well, me and my good friend over in the UK, we were buddies. Me and Margaret Thatcher. That's President Reagan talking like JFK. Well, you know it. I know it. The American people do know it. That even I can talk like JFK. Anyway, I'm not going to continue doing the entire show in my Ronald Reagan voice, but unless you ask me to, really. Not, but you got to ask me nicely. I just shifted to A Few Good Men. I'll get you the order, but you got to ask me nicely. Well, who the F is PFC William T. Santiago? Glad you were here, Brian. Hi, Brian. Oh, Marjorie's saying hi to Brian. Are they in different places? Yep. And I hope you two are doing well. I know people have challenges, and we acknowledge that across the board here. So the Punisher's here, always thinking of you. And I hope that I know that there are people. I'm almost falling back into my Reagan. I know that there are people who are relying on some assistance. Yeah, there are 2 million people alone in Pennsylvania relying on food stamps and welfare type of thing, and about 40 million across the entire United States. Democrats are screwing them over. Don't be talking about being for the underprivileged or those that don't make much, and struggling in life, and then you go and bombard them with this and compound their problems by not giving them the assistance that they need. Yeah. Jules laughing, I guess, when I said challenges. I'm just saying people have challenges. Certain things have challenges. It's a challenging time. Might be people out there working more than one job, trying to make ends meet. So those are challenges. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm talking about there. You might have noticed that beautiful heart smoke ring that I blew. You have no idea how many times it took me to do that. I was sitting here for 20 minutes trying to get that heart out there. I have a little attachment that I put in my mouth so I can blow a heart. It was very difficult. Very difficult. Very difficult to do. And everybody out there is going, Punisher, you're full of beans. Yep, I'm full of beans. I took a picture of myself and applied artificial intelligence and put out that smoke signal. I did have to do it 4 times so to get a good one. Margie, when you go back to watch the, you don't have to watch the replay, but if you go back to look at the replay, they always show what the image was for that session. So you'll see it there. Beans are good for the heart. The more you eat them, the more you fart. I knew a different melody. It was called Beans are a musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. So have beans for every meal. Happy Sunday, Punisher from Dana Domino. Tina's in the house again. We appreciate the heart. Puff, puff, pass. I'm smoking black cherry gushers. Oh, you got something going down over there. Here, here. And there's Dawn. The heart was cute. It is cute, as it resembles my cuteness, my my outlook on life. Hey, Punisher. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat beans. So have beans for every meal. Yes, all of these variations. I skipped a verse. In the UK, they call farts trumping. Oh dear. Yeah, everything's fine over there as long as you say something liberal. If you say something as a liberal, you are golden in the UK. Shoot. Yep. As long as you hate Trump, as long as you love all the DEI stuff, you can live a grand life. But don't you dare put a thumbs down on something, say it has to do with a criminal. I told you, in the early days of Twitter, I got sacked before Elon owned it. I got completely kicked off of Twitter for saying nothing more than something like, that criminal should pay the price. It was something as simple and tame as that. And wow, I was gone. But in the UK, like I said the other day, I recognize that some people can't like or even make a comment in here. Hell, you might have to mask your IP, use a VPN or something, mask your IP so that you don't get caught in here. You can't like anything, you can't make a comment, because if the Punisher says, screw those illegals who come in and try and change your country, screw them. That's what I say. No sympathy. You come in here illegally and then try and change our country to yours, go back home. I want to hear it. I'm already just annoyed out the wazoo about all these freaking fake CDL drivers that keep killing people. They're driving these things like they're driving them like they're a passenger. That's what they're doing. They're driving a semi truck. You ever look at the side of a damn semi truck? The trailer alone says 53 feet on it. 53 feet. I'm going to say about 12 to 15 more feet for the truck. There you go. You got 63, 68 feet or so, something like that. That's a long piece of equipment barreling down the road. And like I said, I'm coining it. They're driving that damn 18-wheeler as if they're a passenger. What does that mean? It means there's nobody at the controls. Nobody at the controls. I don't get into some of these accusations on certain people being a male. I'm talking straight up the issue with transgender in female sports. Bonafide, XX type. Okay. There's a lot going around where people just make an accusation that somebody so and so is a male. Okay. It's not true. I like facts. All right. Trump must have to look a lot of illegals in Florida because of an emergency room. Puzzle me. What does the mafia and NBA have in common? I'll tell you what they have in common. Crooked gambling. That's what they have in common. Yep. God bless the red, white, and blue. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was watching NASCAR. Hold on. Where did it go? Well, I don't know where that NASCAR thing went. Oh, you deleted. Okay. All right. I agree as to the not having males and female sports. This is why we know for a fact, and it truly sickens me. It sickens me too, Margie. God bless our ICE agents. Yep, they are finding people left and right. Yeah, okay. NASCAR deleted. Damn text talk. You mean voice to text? Salute ICE for saving the children. I give them a military salute. I can still salute. You know, even as a retiree, I can still issue the oath of office. I can still do a re-enlistment and issue the oath of office should somebody ever want that. That is correct. Salute. And guess what? I'm not going to shave to do it, but I can still do it. Yeah. Now she's coming back. I was watching NASCAR. My driver Byron won, and Jeff Gordon. Is Jeff Gordon still running? Was there? Which bless me now, but okay. I'm sorry, Christina, but that message is a little bit hard to follow. Is Byron the one? Was Byron the one that said somebody put a noose in his thing when it was really just a noose handle for a garage door or something? Was that the one? No, he's still a good driver. He's a good driver. I have no problem with him. Just wondering what the hell happened. KCB makes me want to say TCBY, the ice cream. Says that I've been wearing a lot of cool hats. Well, look, you got that? Turning Point. This is the Turning Point. That's what it says on this hat. And the other side says something. What does it say? Probably Freedom, Charlie Kirk. It says Charlie Kirk on the side. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. My hat says Charlie Kirk on the side. Yes, I not only own many hats, I wear a lot of hats. I'm doing 10 different things right now. Byron is Jeff Gordon's driver for 24. Okay, so it must be a different dude. Hey, Lois. I was wondering where you were, Carol says. Well, where's Lois? I don't see Lois. Oh, there's Lois. Hello to my favorite Mr. Punisher. Thank you, Lois. And she said, hey, Carol. I believe that this is to be true, that I have, in the name of the Punisher Almighty, I have indeed mowed the grass for the last time this year. I believe it to be true. And I believe that this morning when I did my last weed whacking, that is true as well. Preach it, Punisher. Preach it. You didn't know that I could be one of the greatest ministers of all time. Say it isn't so. That I winterized my trailer today. I did do that. I winterized a little camper today. That was fun. Running some RV antifreeze through your lines. You got to know how to do that. Anyway. Yep. Bubba Wallace was the NASCAR driver with the noose issue. Okay, yeah. All right. Definitely was a complete misunderstanding, things taken out of context. And I wish the man well. I hope he wins a race or two. No problem with him. Sometimes you overreact with stuff, though. Turns out, like I said, apparently that was just a rope holding pull down the garage door. I have a problem with assuming that just the mere presence of a noose implies something else. Hang 'em High with Clint Eastwood, one of my great movies. Great movies, one of my favorite movies. Uh, I think I taught myself how to do one of those as a result of that movie years ago. Had nothing to do with anything else. Sometimes you just want to know how to do it. But people just need to quit trying to take ownership of every damn thing that's out there. It's like the freaking rainbow. I want to still want to go to the end of the rainbow and get a pot of gold. I should be able to do it. Well, tell me I can't. Hey, Punisher, ask Brian if he will put up the outside Christmas lights while it's kind of warm. I think I just did. Brian, you got your marching orders, my friend, which means I got to get some new bulbs. I got these monster bulbs that I put up on this shed, and then they got full of water, and then one of them just like the shield piece just fell off onto the ground and broke in the cold winter. I'm like, I thought these things could last a while, and they cost like $50 just for one string. But I liked how they looked on the outside of the shed here, of the studio. Masaga, make sports great again. Yeah. What are we drinking tonight, says John. You missed the announcement, I guess, but you missed the announcement. I'm drinking 1792, my friends. That's it. You know what I'm doing? I'm leaving these two bottles. This is 1776 too. Let's see. Make Punisher safe again. MAPSA. We'll call it MAPSA. Make the Punisher safe again. I finally feel safe in my environment here, that I'm not going to have any thieves breaking in here again. I think it's been a year and a half, almost a year and a half. It was June 27th of last year on the last break-in. I've got things under control. And to any of the criminals listening out there, don't think I'm lowering my guard, my friends. Don't think it. This shed is now equipped with sensors and explosives that will go off if you get in close proximity to the shed at a time of my choosing. All right, so I'm just letting you know. That's right. Punisher has left no stone unturned when it comes to his defense systems of this. This might be the equivalent of Fort Knox now, right here. Trust me, and don't verify. Trust but verify. Well, to verify, that means you would be testing me, in which case you will have a very, very high hospital bill, if you even need a bill. Yeah. Stargazing, stargazing. You're looking healthy. Haven't seen you in months. Well, here I am, looking the same. Notice those little. I've got some blemishes on my arms now. If you haven't been here for a while, I got some blemishes going on here. It's a skin condition, a permanent skin condition. Operation Jaws, the Jaws Man Cave. That's right. It's going nowhere. Trust me. I have buttons all around me. I can go like this. If I push that button, shields up, baby. Uh, do you have all the gold in Fort Knox? Yes, I do. I do. And it all fits. Don't tell anybody. All of the gold in the Fort Knox is inside this 8-ball. I mean, it's what? Oh, damn it! So that's so heavy. I asked the question. Cannot predict now because the thing is so bogged down by gold. Yeah. By the way, feel free to buy gold. I'm not currently selling anything. I did that for a while, and some people got some good deals. But silver's good. Silver's very good. Alpha Foxtrot whiskey, a go go. Is that a good whiskey? Mm-hmm. Classic Coke, please. Yep. Best place to buy silver. I'm sorry, I don't have it on my fingertips here, but I'm sure that somebody will chime in with a suggested place to buy gold. I mean, silver, perhaps. Just know that if anybody should put a I got a cramp in my finger. Look at that. Check it out. Somebody might mention the one that I have tried, and if I see it, I will vouch for it. I hate that. I get the cramp in my fingers too. Tina says, "Yeah, it's gone now." But wow, that was kind of weird. When you got this big hand, and look at that thing. I've got big hands. And it was weird. Praying for Jamaica, says Margie, because a hurricane is about ready to blast them to pieces, and it sounds like it's one of the most brutal ones ever known to mankind. So here's to our Jamaican friends. Jamaica me crazy, man. Jamaica me crazy. We wish you all the best. Button up, get under cover, and it's hard to kind of vacate an island. So I wish you the best. Don says that Walmart also sells silver. I didn't know that. No, they say Costco's selling silver. Wow, Costco, Walmart's. They're a true redneck when they put an S on the end of Walmart. Hey, I'm going down to Walmart's. Yeah, I say it jokingly. Walmart's. Sells silver. Sells silver. Wonderful. Wonderful. I did buy some silver. Can't think offhand what it is. Let me see.